Today we're animating water hitting a cruise ship, but just the water. For clouds or color combos, check out my earlier videos. Thanks for all your support. This channel is only for Procreate Dreams tutorials, so please like, share, and subscribe, and stick around for 2 ways to fix mistakes. Now on to our tutorial. Once you've downloaded the cruise ship from Gumroad, click on Add Track, and then just grab onto this track and drag it underneath the cruise ship. Then we want to pick the color for the sky. Again, you can pick whatever color you want, and of course you saw that I changed it later. Long press here, fill duration, that will fill out the timeline. Then click on the cruise ship again, add a track, and use the pen tool. And this is going to be the water track. So just pick any color you like. I'll pick a bluish watercolor here, and just draw not a perfect straight line, but just any type of line or a box here and fill it in. Okay, that can pass for water. Looks good. So long press here, fill duration. Now this is a little higher than I would like, so you can click on the playhead and move and scale. And I'll just lower it a little bit. Okay, now let's add a track. And this is where we're going to animate the water hitting the ship. So make sure you're on the drawing tool. Pick a white color here. And then monoline brush. Okay, so here we're going to use the flip book. Just grab this handle and drag it down, and it should come up like this. All right, so zoom in, get comfortable, and let's go to the first frame and just start drawing here. Here the pen is a little too thick, so I'm going to go to the size and just reduce it a little bit. And it's really whatever size you like, whatever style you like. Again, this is on the first frame, and you're going to just keep repeating these on each of the frames. I'm going to go for about 4 or 5 frames. Fill in the white there. Okay, that looks good. And when you're happy with that, just go to the second frame and do the same thing. Again, water is unpredictable, so don't draw the exact same lines. Kind of move them around a little bit, so it'll give the perception of the water splashing against the boat. Again, doesn't have to be perfect lines. It's going to be moving pretty quickly. Okay, you can test it by moving back and forth. And I'll speed it up here a little bit. You get the idea, but have fun doing this part. Okay, notice we have 4 frames, and you can test it out just by dragging this little playhead back and forth. You can see if you like it, and that looks great. Okay, so now we're not done. We're going to go to the first frame, click the drawing tool, drag this down, bring the flip book up, and now we're going to do the little droplets coming from the splashes here. Again, choose your own size, choose how you want the drops to look, but there has to be drops if there are splashes against the ship. Okay, again, once you're done with this frame, go on to the second one, and you could even make the drops progress a little further so it looks like they're the same drop, just moving away from the splash. But of course, these drops are random, whatever you like, how many you'd like. And again, take a quick look by dragging the playhead back and forth. That looks great. Now to the next step, click on the draw tool, bring up the flip book, go to the first frame, and now we're just going to do a little shading. We'll pick gray. You can pick any color you like here, but make sure it's very subtle. We don't want it to distract the viewer from the splash. And when you fill in the color, make sure you drag the pen to the left to make sure it fills up only the spot you drew. Okay, that looks good. Now let's go to the next frame and do the same thing. Now we're going to extend the length of these frames. Click on the group tool, drag your pen here, and click on the edge of it and place your finger here. Hold on and just drag to as long as you like. And once you're happy with the speed, you can check it out here. Then we're going to group these frames like this and long press and group. Now long press and duplicate and keep doing it all the way to the end of the timeline. 4 fingers to check it out. Okay, that looks like a good speed. Great job. And let's make the water move now. Click on the water layer, live perform, click on move, warp, and we're gonna change it to about 6 here, and just grab one of these handles and just go up and down, just like the motion of water. Not too fast or slow. Okay, and then bring it to the beginning. Make sure you're in live perform. Click on move, warp, and grab a handle and do the same thing on this side. Try to make it a little different than the left side so it looks like water naturally is moving. I'm noticing that the cruise ship is not as big as I like. I like that to be the focal point, not the water. So instead of doing double tapping and doing everything over again, click on the group tool. We're gonna resize everything. So drag your pencil through all the animations you made and all the layers and long press anywhere, group, and click on the playhead. Make sure you're in the right spot. Go to the beginning and click move and move and scale and resize it. And this is just a quick way to correct things without having to double tap all the way back and do everything again. Now, just a reminder, if you didn't resize this, then your layers will not be in a group like mine is, but if you're in a group, we'll stay working in this group. So now let's make sure you're on the water track, click add track, and we're gonna add a little shading on the water surface where the boat is. So let's pick the color to be a little darker than the water, and we'll use airbrush, and we'll just lightly cover this area. A little bit on the boat, a little bit on the water. We'll change it to multiply. Just click on that N and change it to M right there. And we're changing the opacity right here, a little less. Long press on this track, fill duration, and that's it for that. Click on add track, and we're now going to animate the water passing under the ship. Click on the draw tool, and we're gonna choose white again, and we'll use the airbrush. Let me show you where it is. Airbrushing, soft brush. Okay, and now we will just kind of draw waves. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can make the middle part a little more solid and then the edges a little softer. Just like this. You can do as many or as little as you like. We're going to be animating this, and I will also show you how to correct the second mistake soon. Okay, so just make sure you're drawing your waves and go past the canvas there, because we're gonna move this towards the ship. And go down here, long press, fill duration. Okay, then click on the playhead, and we want filter, Gaussian blur, and we'll just make it a little blurry so it looks a little more natural on the water. Okay, bring the playhead up, click on it, filter, and opacity. You can change this to a little less if you like. We don't want it too bright, so it'll be the focus. And notice some waves are coming off of the water, so long press. And we want to change the mask to a clipping mask. So now you can see it's contained in the water. And click done. Click the playhead, move, move and scale. Make sure that keyframe is white at the beginning and go to the end. And if it's not at the end, just drag the end to the ending. Click on that and make the white keyframe there. And just start dragging this towards the ship. And the common mistake is dragging it in the wrong way, the wrong perspective. So we're going to show you here, just 4 fingers to preview. And yeah, I'd rather the waves go directly towards the ship. So instead of double tapping all the way back and redoing everything, click on the playhead and click on the little handle and the curve and just rotate it this way. And then go all the way to the end, drag it down till you see the keyframe, make sure it's white, and again, do it all the way down. Curve it the which direction you like it. Okay, and that looks a lot better. So instead of double tapping and doing everything over again, this is a quick fix. And thanks for sticking with me. Let's preview it, 4 fingers. And here's where you can play around with your own animation. I'm going to add a sun and add a sunset, change the colors, and here's what mine looks like. And that's a wrap. I hope this level up tutorial gave you some new skills to explore in Procreate Dreams. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Be sure to check out the links below for my children's book and online shop. Keep leveling up with Procreate Dreams by clicking on these videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.